you were in an argument with XQC, and like
I wasn't even participating. They were arguing.
no, I know, and you like even said at one point, you're like, "Yo, why are we arguing? We should get along." I was like, "Whoa."
I mean, but it was so dumb because like I removed myself from the situation for a moment, partially because it was a lot easier for me to do so because I was in Japan having the time of my life. And I thought to myself, like, why the fuck are we talking about this like incredibly weird issue that like no one actually gives a shit about in all sincerity? Because a bunch of sweaty losers online decided like this is the most important thing to be outraged about. And like streamers do lean into that. I myself am definitely going to be more cognizant of that in the future and try not to lean into it so much and try to look at it from an outsider's perspective because I don't know. It just felt really strange. Like it felt like theater. But like the people that are watching, they get really invested in it because their favorite streamer has an opinion on it, and then they fight their battles for them.
What I realized about that particular battle is nobody really knew. It was like anecdotal, like both sides had a perspective, and nobody could reveal where their perspective came from. So as a viewer,
I disagree. I do have a perspective that I eloquently put multiple times over about like whiteness as a concept and what
okay,
it means.
I wasn't listening most of the time.
Yeah,
I actually didn't even remember what was going on. I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we can talk about like I'll just briefly summarize what we're mentioning. Bruce Dropomoff got rebanned after saying like "fuck them crackers" on his Twitch stream, and then it kick-started the conversation, the narrative about like anti-white racism all over again, and like a lot of people got like very, very upset. Some were so offended that they like combed through my VODs where I was making jokes about how like I'm experiencing racism in Japan and how funny it is that like, you know, anti-white racism, like anti-white racism is so not real, especially in America where like, you know, whiteness is the power core, that like white people have to travel to a different country to experience it like a tourist destination. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Wait, were you experiencing it?
Not really. No, they just like kind of laughed at how big I was, and that's pretty much it. Like it wasn't.
That's not serious. Just you're just big. It's not like.
Yeah, but I think like when you are in Japan, they do hate foreigners. Like I mean, they fucking hate like Vietnamese people.
Like sometimes the taxis would like deliberately drive by because they're foreigners.
Yeah,
really.
That happens. Some bars will openly say like, "Don't come in if you can't speak Japanese."
Oh, that chicken place where we ate the chicken and they said they were sold out.
Oh yeah,
but we didn't think they were actually sold out.
Yeah, because you're white.
The restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Wait, being white, is that an upset thing to be like?
You'd be like, what the fuck? This is racism. I mean, it kind of is. It's like they're very xenophobic more than they're like racist. I think they're like fascinated with white people for the most part, but they are incredibly xenophobic.